position group that we have to talk about, and the one that probably scares the hell out of you and I. It's the offensive line. And I know that this offensive line is going to improve vastly. I mean, it is going to look like a completely different unit in my eye with Garen Justice and also with Jared Williams. And then also, I mean, you got guys like Corey Gaynor, Scaife coming back. And so, but the biggest news of the offseason, besides Jared Williams coming here for the Canes offensive line, is Navon Donaldson will be redshirting this season and coming back as a senior, redshirt senior in 2021. So how do you think that will affect the offensive line? And just right off the top, let's hear your starting five offensive line for Miami.
Okay, so from left to right, sorry. Let me see. So, hold on. Where am I looking? Well, not left to right, but Gaynor's got the center position. I think he's going to start at center. I love Gaynor. I think you do too. You're high on him. The guards are going to be Clark is going to be one of the guards, left or right, and the other guard is got to be, I'm thinking Scaife, right? Because I think he's better at that position than he is tackle. And then right tackle, you got obviously Jared Williams, and then Zion Nelson. I don't think people should write him off, man.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, a rough freshman year, but tons of experience. He's up to 312 right now, according to
oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at it right now. 6'5", 312, according to MiamiHurricanes.com. It's no longer HurricaneSports.com, guys. In case you've never noticed or haven't noticed, ever since July 1st, the website has gone a complete makeover, and it's awesome. So it's MiamiHurricanes.com now. So he's up to 312 on that, and the other possibility at left tackle is going to be who am I missing?
You got John Campbell.
Yeah, so I don't think the left tackle is set in stone. I think it's between Campbell and Zion, and I'm okay with either, to be honest with you. And I'm not giving the hell that people are about Zion last year. I mean, it's not. That guy was 240 coming in. It's kind of unnatural to game the amount of weight that he did so fast. He had a lot to overcome, dude. A lot to overcome. So those are my five.
Okay. All right. Okay. So for my five, I'm going Jared Williams at left tackle.
Okay.
But I'll also kind of like just what you said. I think left tackle is very much in the air. I could see him starting at left or right.
Okay.
So at left tackle, I got Jared Williams. At left guard, I'm kind of struggling with this one. I kind of want to put Ja'Kai Clark in at left guard.
Okay, no, yeah, why not?
Okay. Right. And then center, Corey Gaynor. Right guard, I'm putting DJ Scaife, who I love. I love DJ Scaife, and I think that people automatically think he's bad just because of our bad offensive line last year. Scaife only allowed like 2 or 3 sacks last season, which is pretty damn impressive given we gave up about 25 sacks as a whole last game.
Right.
So yeah, I got Scaife at right guard, and then I'm going to put in John Campbell at right tackle.
I like it.
John Campbell is a player who kind of like a Nesta Silvera or a D. Wiggins or a Mark Pope, like this is the year for Campbell to make his name. Like this has to be the year. Like I feel like we've been hearing so much about John Campbell, and yeah, I don't know. Like this is just the season. I think that he's going to do pretty well, and
right.
I really, really have confidence in Coach Justice and this offensive line moving forward. Yes. I really do. Like even like last year with Coach Butch Berry at offensive line, I never got the feeling that he was meshing really well with his offensive linemen and his players. Now, like I can just tell that Justice is getting through to these guys.
They're buying in. They seem really, really excited. And to your point about Campbell, man, I mean, yes, when you have a guy that chose Miami over offers from, Bama, Auburn, Florida, and Florida State, again, I'm getting this information from, the MiamiHurricanes.com, our website. obviously the potential's there. And I know you hate that word, but it's there. It's just, I mean, I don't blame you, but you got to come through at some point. The thing with him. He's a redshirt sophomore, so that's good. He's still got 3 years. If he, well, actually, no, I'm sorry, 2. Well, yeah, sophomore, junior, senior, 3 more years, which is great. If he sticks it out the whole time. And 6'5", 310, the size is there. It's with every position on this team. It's in between the ears with these guys, man.
Yeah, and I think having a guy like Jared Williams is going to help a lot too this year. A guy that has blocked for De'Ara King, a guy that has, been in this kind of offense. He's going to help guys like a Ja'Kai Clark or a Corey Gaynor or a DJ Scaife. And so if our offensive line can just do your job and do it, just please, just give us 30 points. Just give us 28 points a game.
Yeah. The thing about it, Marsh, is they don't even have to be elite. They don't even have to be the best because of who you have at quarterback, okay? Because of the scheme. And something breaks down. I hate to put so much on Derek, but he's kind of like your safety is on defense. He's kind of like your safety on offense. Like if everything's break down, you can depend on his legs to make something happen. Either I'm not saying go 50 yards and house it, but at least he could get out of some trouble, maybe throw it away, do some Russell Wilson magic, maybe find something. I don't know. But let me ask you something. I have a question for you.
Okay.
About Jared Williams. Why is it that you like him on the left? Is it because of his experience? And why don't you like him? Not that you don't like him on the right, but for me, it's about familiarity and why I said, and he absolutely can start on either side, left tackle, right tackle. But that's why I put him on the left. I'm sorry, on the right. Why do you like him on the left?
Well, I just think that in general, he is because I know he is. He started mostly at the right tackle. I know he does have some experience at left tackle, but in my experience, or in my opinion, left tackle is just the position on the offensive line that was glaring the most, and it was obviously the one that was the biggest trouble. If Jared Williams can come in there with his Okay, so we were just talking about Jared Williams. Sorry, there's a little technical difficulty. Mike and I, Jordan is usually here, and Mike and I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this tech stuff. So, but we were talking about Jared Williams, and so I think he's going to be left tackle. Mike thinks he's going to be right tackle. I think that 50-50 Canes fans in general are kind of split on this. I think left tackle is just, you need your most experienced lineman there, and you need, honestly, your best offensive lineman there. And if he has already proven that he can play left tackle, then I would just go ahead and do that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't have a problem with that at all.
Yeah.
At all. And you know how I hate position switches, but technically it wouldn't be a position switch for him, but it makes sense. You got familiarity with your boy from Houston, and so I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And in the right tackle, Campbell did play right tackle last season, right?
Yep.
So there you go, man. It's a win. It's a good situation either way you look at it.
Yeah, definitely. And do you think that there's anybody who we haven't mentioned on the offensive line that could possibly break out, like Jalen Rivers or someone like that, or Kaleon Herbert? Anybody?
I want to say Osman, and I'm gonna butcher his last name.
Osman Traore.
Hello?
Traore?
Yes, I want to say him just because, there was some noise about him, briefly, whatever. I want to say him. Rivers, yeah. Why not? I think at some point because Kelvin Harris likes him a lot too.
Yes. Do you remember that when he came on the show and he was talking about it? It was like back in December.
Yep. He likes him a lot too. So I'm just interested in seeing how they're gonna play with like their eligibility and how much you're gonna, because look, none of these guys are gonna play special teams. So there's really, unless injuries happens, there's really no need to play them north of 4 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
which I think is a great thing. But I like Chris Washington too. I don't think we're going to see a lot of him this year. I think he's probably going to develop and probably gain some weight or whatever. But between Traore, sorry if I'm butchering his name, and Rivers, I think he has a chance to do something.
Okay, yeah. I really like Osman Traore. I was big on him when he signed to Miami out of Hutchinson Community College, but I know that he had some time with the first team offense during spring, and so I think it's going to be interesting how they approach this guard situation with Donaldson out, because I know Ja'Kai feels more comfortable at the center position, and I think he is the future center after Corey Gaynor leaves, but I don't know. And then the question is, do you put Scaife back at right tackle, and then you could put both Ja'Kai Clark and Osman Traore at the guard position? So I really don't know. And so the offensive line, I think we're going to see a lot of changes and a lot of moving guys around within maybe just the first few days, just to see where guys are most comfortable.
Right.
So yeah, as far what else do we need to cover on the offense? I think we did it pretty thoroughly.
We did. We pretty much went over everything. But another comment on the offensive line. You want to know what? And correct me if I'm wrong. Like, feel free to just cut me off in the middle of my sentence. Mike, what the hell you're talking about? Because I've never seen it until it happened in the Al Silver, Al Bronze era, okay? And what I'm talking about is this revolving door in the middle of the game between offensive linemen. You see that with a defensive line. You want to keep them fresh. You want to keep attacking. I could get that on the defensive line. But on the offensive line, I think out of every position on the team, that is the one that needs to be in sync and in harmony the most with communication. So switching out guys so much in the middle of a game on the offensive line is kind of crazy to me. Do you remember when they would do that? It was like wholesale changes on the offensive line during the middle of the game. I'm like, what's going on? That's crazy. But I'm thinking that I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I mean, during the game, maybe you sub a guy out here and there, but I'm talking there was 3 and 4 guys subbing, and I'm like, what the hell? Was it just me? Is that something that happens?
I'm sorry, that was just so funny. But yeah, it has definitely happened over the past few years, and where one guy, they do the same thing with the quarterback position, and where one series you have one tackle in, then the next series you have another tackle in, and I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. But I think that Coach Justice is a lot more professional, and he knows what he's doing, or at least we need to. I think we're all under the impression, very confident in Coach Justice. So,
man, dude, that guy's the man, dude. His recruiting is impeccable.
He's unbelievable.
He knows what he's talking about. He has experience. Went to West Virginia. When was his playing days at West Virginia? Not exactly sure when they were.
He played probably from 2000, 01 to 04 or something like that.
Okay. So he lost to Miami plenty.
Yeah, I think he was on the teams that lost to Miami, and then he went and obviously coached. He has head coaching experience, offensive coordinator experience, play calling experience. The dude is one of the best hires that Miami has made in a long time, and that goes along with Lashley and Likens. So I love just those 3 so much, and I just from where we are right now compared to where we were last year with our offense, it really is night and day.
Yeah,
it could not be more different. And are you gonna try and go cover some practices at Green Tree?
I would love to. Definitely gonna go ahead and try. Get these credentials in, because unlike you had the luxury of getting that done last year. I never had a chance to, so it'll be my first time, covering a practice or whatever. But yeah, man, I need to. I haven't even been inside of the facility yet. I've never stepped foot inside of it yet.
It's pretty cool. I won't lie. The indoor practice facility is pretty awesome. And when it's 105 degrees out on Green Tree, you're begging Like, you're begging the guys work, like, helping the team and the media, like, that they're going to go practice inside because, my God.